Every holiday promises joy, but before Christmas even arrives, you might already feel the stress. What should you buy? Would they like it? Is it thoughtful enough or too much? You spend time, money, and energy trying to get it right. Then Christmas passes. You are left with the gifts you didn't really need and cards you are not sure what to do with. So the real question is this: does the holiday bring stress or joy? And if it feels more like stress, is there another way to do gifts and still keep what matters? Why this matters? Holidays are meant to be meaningful, but for many people they come with pressure instead. If this sounds familiar, it's something many people recognize, but they often just keep doing it. In this video, I will share a different way to think about gifts, Christmas cards, and expectations, so the holiday feels more meaningful and less stressful. When receiving a gift feels like pressure, you might feel awkward when someone gives you a gift. Not because you don't appreciate it, but because it feels like pressure. In the past, I always felt I had to return the gift. Before enjoying it, I was already thinking about what to buy back. This is when kindness turns into obligation, when you allow yourself to receive without rushing to repay. The focus stays on intention, not the exchange, and that pressure doesn't just set with the receiving. It often starts when you are the one buying the gift. The stress of buying the right gift. You may spend ages choosing a gift, yet still worry whether the other person will like or use it. From last year, my friends and I agreed to stop giving birthday and Christmas gifts, except cards for Christmas. None of us really needed anything, and the gift buying was creating more stress than joy. So simplifying expectations can protect relationships. Less pressure creates more space for connection. And when the pressure falls away, you often realize what you really want isn't another gift. It's tied together, not more things. You might feel that what you really want from your friends isn't more stuff. It's more tied together. Instead of exchanging gifts, my friends and I, we're now catching up for a drink or meet for lunch. Nothing fancy, just time to talk. Because we know time builds presence. Presence strengthens relationship. That's what lasts. And once you start valuing time over things, it's hard to not notice when traditions stop feeling meaningful and start feeling more like a routine. When traditions start to feel empty. You may notice that some traditions feel expensive, repetitive, and emotionally empty. 8 years ago, I asked my family to stop buying Christmas cards. Instead, I bought plain, blank cards. We draw on them, not because we're good at drawing, but because it's fun. We draw something that sums up the year. Funny moments, strange memories, sometimes things that only make sense to us. I bring these blank cards whenever we traveled in Christmas. They've become one of our family rituals. Meaning doesn't come from how polished something looks. It comes from shared time, memory, and laughter. Christmas cards without clutter. After Christmas, you might be left with a pile of cards. They feel too meaningful to throw away, but keeping all of them creates clutter. There are a few ways I deal with the Christmas cards. Nothing complicated, just what works for me. One thing I do is take a photo of the card, the front, and the handwritten message, and save it in a folder like Christmas cards or 2024 memories. That way, you keep the cards and the feeling without keeping the paper. The meaningful message has already been received. Another thing I do is keep just the handwritten part. Sometimes I cut it out and put it in a journal or an envelope labeled by year. Most of the meaning lives in the message, not the design. Keeping what matters doesn't mean keeping everything. Keep gifts without pressure. You might not want to cancel gift giving completely, especially have children at home, or you have a big family. Maybe you just wanted it to feel easier. In my family, I suggested stop expensive presents. We now keep gifts small, around £10, just little things. You can buy a few things added up just £10, or just buy one gift around £10. So you keep the tradition and you keep the laughter, but you remove the pressure. Learning to receive. You may find it easier to give than to receive. I used to feel uncomfortable accepting anything. Now I just simply say thank you. Receiving is part of connection, not weakness. Sometimes the most meaningful gift is allowing someone to be kind to you. Let's recap. So when you step back and look at it, a lot of the stress doesn't actually come from the holiday itself. It often starts before Christmas with the pressure to buy the right things. And it doesn't always end on a day either. What really makes a difference isn't how much you spend. It's the intention behind it. You can keep the memories without keeping everything, and you don't have to repay kindness the moment you received it. When you ask yourself whether the holiday feels like stress or joy, it actually comes down to how much pressure you are carrying and how much meaning you decide to keep. It's not about keeping everything, it's about keeping the moment. And sometimes the best gift you can give yourself is permission to do things differently.